Welcome back to the Coffee Break with Tricia. My name is Trish Carter and I serve the amazing people of Charlotte, Sarasota, DeSoto, and Lee County. Today we're going to talk about closing costs and what you can expect to bring to the table when selling your home. Last year I had the opportunity of helping a senior couple downsize from their house that they purchased in the early 2000s when the market was high, to sell their home. They weren't expecting to get anything out of the sale of their home. They just wanted to break even. Well, by the time everything was said and done, they were able to walk away with some money in their pocket, a good bit in fact, at the closing table, and they were ecstatic, very overwhelmed, and very taken back by it. That's the kind of experience I like to have when I'm assisting others in purchasing property. Because here's the truth, even though the buyers are typically responsible for the majority of the fees associated with real estate transaction, sellers in Southwest Florida should expect to pay anywhere between 1.5 to 3% of the total sales price in closing costs. On a typical home priced at about $215,000, a seller should anticipate allocating roughly $4,300 to $6,450 towards closing costs. That's not including the commission, which the seller is responsible for. If you have equity in your home, the fees that I just mentioned will be deducted from your proceeds. However, in some cases, a seller has been required to bring money to the table to close on their house. So it's important that before you list your property, you meet with a local realtor like myself. You can feel free to give me a call so that we can sit down and discuss the true cost of selling your home. As a licensed realtor, I'm able to provide you with resources such as the seller's net sheet, the closing checklist, and things that will help aid you make a better decision, a good decision. This will help you understand the home selling process, your responsibilities as a seller, and what you can expect to net from the sale of your home. Then we can work together and understand your budget for your closing costs. Again, sellers here in Southwest Florida, market is typically for the following items associated with the settlement of the real property, such as the commission. That's beside the cost that I just spoke about to you. Then there's also the title search. If you have a mortgage, the mortgage payoff, your transfer tax, excise tax, recording fees. All these things are taken into consideration when we price your home so that you'll know a rough idea of what you'll be walking away with at closing time. And also will help you factor in the unexpected. Sometimes buyers do ask a seller to give them seller's assist, help them with their closing costs. Usually if it's a new buyer for the first time, a first-time buyer, they usually need some help in closing the deal. If you're able to do that, it's great. Some sellers offer seller's assist up front. That will make their house more appealing to those buyers, especially if there's a lot of houses on the market in your price range. They'll be more likely to pick your house over another if you're offering seller's assist up front. Also, you need to set aside money in case of issues that might come up when the buyer does a home inspection. If any major issues need to be repaired, you want to be prepared to fix them without it putting a hole in your profits at the end of the day. Oftentimes, we can help you with all of this by going through items when we do an inspection of your home, when we look at your home to price it and to measure it, to put it on the market. We'll let you know what things, visible things we see. We can't tell you the things that the inspector will see because we won't do an in-depth inspection, but just little items that we might see that might stand out to the human eye just in glancing. When considering a contract that has been presented, a realtor is able to get the title company to give an estimated HUD sheet or closing sheet, so you'll know how much you'll walk away with at the end at the closing table if you accept this contract and it goes to closing. At this point, you may be convinced that you may need some guidance around closing costs, but you may also be thinking that you have no idea where to start. Well, if you're thinking about moving or downsizing, I can help you through the process. Just send me a message or text me at 302-383-9090. That's 302-383-9090. I won't pressure you. There won't be any sale tactics. I'll just help and guide you and answer your questions as needed. Finally, if you're watching this video and would like to see more content as time goes on, follow my page here on Facebook, or you can follow me on Instagram at SWFL_real estate_. That's SWFL_real estate_ on Instagram. Both places I put content as far as weekly events, real estate tips, new listings, and things that you would be interested in. If you have any questions after viewing this video, please feel free to leave them underneath the video, and I'll be following back to answer them as I see them. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.